Good, how are you, sir?
Oh.
I'm kind of anybody see that.
No. Just sit down wherever.
This is it. Mayor's here too?
I don't know that.
That's all right, we have three.
All we need is two. So.
Yes.
It's in your.
Hey, can you ask the fire department to please attach the ISO report to? Good to see you again. Long time no see. So, oh, it looks like you're on the air.
Yes.
Is the contrarian gonna be?
I thought he was coming. He didn't say he wasn't.
He talked about earlier. He said he probably won't make it up there.
Oh, he said he probably won't be able. Okay.
I thought I saw him on the parking lot, but I don't have my glasses on, so I'm not sure. It's kind of far away. I'm blind, so.
I guess was gonna call it to order. I see Mayor and the Mayor Pro Tem not here, so.
I'm not here, I'm the eldest
Yes.
on council, so that would mean that I get to do that. And it is on the air.
You are on air.
All right. We will call this meeting to order on Tuesday, May 13th, 11:31 a.m. Citizens input, see secretary, we have
No comments.
no comments. Item number 3, item A, consider resolution canvassing and declaring the results of May 3rd, 2025 general election for council members at large and for districts 1, 3, and 5. City secretary.
Okay. Thank you. A resolution of the City Council of the City of Duncanville, Texas, canvassing and declaring the results of the May 3rd, 2025 joint and general election for the council members at large, District 1, 3, and 5, and providing an effective date. Whereas it is hereby found and determined that notices of general election were duly given in the form, manner, and time required by law, and said elections were in all respects legally held and conducted in accordance with applicable laws of the state of Texas and proceedings calling and governing the holdings of such elections. And whereas it is imperative to consider the returns of the general election held on May 3rd, 2025 for the purpose of electing and hearing after named officials before the qualified voters of the city. And whereas the returns of the general election have been duly legally made and submitted to the city council for canvassing and a tabulation of the returns for the polling places and for early voting as canvassed and tabulated by this governing body. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Duncanville, Texas, after examining said returns and opening and canvassing the votes of said election, that the results of said general election are as follows. That the following number of votes were cast for the following named candidates for the office of council member at large. To wit, candidate DeMonica Gooding, early votes in person 899, early votes by mail 25, early election day votes 330, total votes 1,254. Candidate D. Bailey Wynn, early votes in person 214, early votes by mail 2, election day votes 175, total votes 391. It appears that DeMonica Gooding received a majority of all votes cast for the office of council member at large. DeMonica Gooding is hereby declared to be elected to serve a 2-year term as qualifying and taking the oath of office. The following number of votes were cast for the following named candidate for the office of council member District 1, to wit, candidate Joe Veracruz, early votes in person 229, early votes by mail 4, election day votes 115, total votes 348. Candidate Rollo Thompson, early votes in person 117, early votes by mail 1, election day votes 61, Total votes 179. It appears that Jovera Cruz received a majority of all votes for Council Member District 1. Jovera Cruz is hereby declared to be elected to serve a 2-year term after qualifying and taking the oath of office. The following number of votes were cast for the following named candidate for the office of Council Member District 3, to wit, candidate Jeremy Kuntz. Early votes in person 153, early votes by mail 5, election day votes 69, total votes 227. It appears that Jeremy Kuntz, being unopposed and otherwise having received a majority of all votes for the office of Council Member District 3, Jeremy Kuntz is hereby declared to be elected to serve a 2-year term after qualifying and taking the oath of office. That the following number of votes were cast for the following named candidate for the office of Council Member District 5, to wit, candidate Homer Fincannon. Early votes in person 8, early votes by mail 2, election day votes 5, total votes 15. Candidate Kyle Pennebaker. Early votes in person 150, early votes by mail 3, election day votes 50, total votes 203. Candidate Stephanie Champagne, early votes in person 38, early votes by mail 1, election day votes 30, total votes 69. It appears that Kyle Pennebaker received a majority of all votes for the office of Council Member District 5. Kyle Pennebaker is hereby declared to be elected to serve a 2-year term after qualifying and taking the oath of office. This resolution declaring the results of the municipal elections shall become effective immediately after its passage. It is ordered that this canvass and declaring of results of said election shall be entered in the minutes of the City Council, and that officers of the council members at large, District 1, District 3, and District 5, after being qualified and having taken the oath, shall serve during the term commencing May 20th, 2025, and thereafter until a successor is duly elected and qualified. Duly passed by the City Council of the City of Duncanville, Texas, this the 13th day of May, 2025. Okay.
Do we have to have a motion to approve or anything?
No, it's just a
Okay.
canvas, yes.
All right.
Okay.
Very good. So we're done with that item. Item B, discussion of Mr. and Mrs. Juneteenth nominations. And we have nominations in behind us. So we have nominated by Monica Gooden, Mr. Jeffrey Hartford, and Dr. Lisa Sasser Hartford. And there's qualifications that are listed. Mayor Contreras nominated Jimmy Morris and Dr. Danielle Franklin. Karen Cherry Brown nominated Bob and Lydia. And I've nominated Greg and Dr. Danielle Franklin, Esther Stoker, and her son James Stoker, and Jose and Kelly Stevens as well.
And because we don't have a quorum, we can't make any decisions. So this is on the agenda for the 20th as a briefing session if you want to, and we can have a full discussion at that time.
So, for bringing that up, City Secretary.